Hello again, it's Steve back in the shop. I just wanted to kind of do a part two, phase two, part two of my introductory video that I did earlier. I had briefly mentioned in that video about having a couple more tractors behind the shop here. And I just wanted to kind of give you guys an overview of those as well before I got into any real detail. That particular tractor there is the 1956 Farmall 300. I've had that tractor since, back in the early 90s, I guess. Me and that tractor could tell some stories. If that tractor could talk, it's probably a good thing it can't. Got an old loader on it that I made not long after I got the tractor. Kind of a homemade concoction. Hard Alice Chalmers, John Deere cylinders. It's only got up pressure on it with an old trip bucket, but I tell you what, this thing has done some ridiculous stuff. And if I tried to tell anybody about half the things I've done with this loader, they'd probably call me a liar. Old tractor's got a lot, just uncounted hours on it. Still runs good. Got a lot of blow by. I do actually still use this old bird every now and then. It's owed a rebuild. It's due a rebuild, and it's owed a rebuild. This old girl's been around forever. Back here is a 50 model M Farmall that I got way out in West Arkansas a few years back. I absolutely love the daylights out of this tractor here. I put the wide front on it, made a few more modifications to it since I've had it. From the looks of it now, it looks like the spiders are getting more use out of it than I am, but it'll crank right up and it'll do anything that you're big enough to hook to it. I put a 3-point hitch on the back. We'll come back to this contraption right here later. That's actually an oil reservoir I made out of a hydraulic cylinder. Because when you're running this 3-point hitch, and I've got another attachment that I made that likes a lot of oil. That's why I had to have a reservoir put on it. But this is a, memory serves me right, the name brand was Abbott. I could be wrong about that. I believe that's right though. I bought from a fellow up in Illinois. You know who you are if you're watching this video. But it's kind of an odd looking thing, but it works fantastic. I put a new cylinder on it. If you'll notice these pins, you can pull these. I can find myself here. Pull these pins. These are fast hitch arms. Any of the fast hitch equipment will snap right into this thing. Works great. It's been on here ever since I owned the tractor. I put the live hydraulic valves on it. That way I can isolate my remotes away from the 3-point hitch cylinder itself. I love this old paint job. My wife absolutely categorically refuses to allow me to repaint this tractor, and I really don't want to. I love it just like it is. I love the patina, the old color scheme. This old joker was painted, probably repainted back in the 60s, I would imagine. And as you can see the two-tone paint job there. Those were real popular. Try to fake out the neighbors, make them think that somebody bought a new tractor when all they did was paint it. And the ever-present ammunition toolbox. Never leave home without it. I do have the lid to that battery box there, but it's a pain in the butt when you're trying to put a set of jumper cables on there. So anyway, these are the other two tractors that I was referring to earlier. There might be a few odds and ends we might can go over at a later date. Some real particulars on it. We can get into that later on. So again, hope you come back. Thanks.